back on this old thing again today. I'm gonna take the carburetor off because this inlet was open, so I don't know if something is in there or not. It's not that hard to take it off. Just got a Phillips screw here and take this little bracket loose, and then you got to pull this pin out of here, and I think, and of course, pop off this little ball joint thing. I think that's all there is to it. I'm thinking that possibly the head gasket might be leaking because of all this oil and stuff. That might be some other reason, but I think before I put it back together, I'm going to go ahead and try to tighten down these little head bolts. There are only 4 of them and everything. Then I got to put the, matter of fact, when I got the carburetor off, that's a good time to put the fuel pump on. This little fuel pump here. The guy gave me this. Well, I started a motor for him. Really, basically all it was, clean the carburetor. And he gave me the motor that had this on. He said it's a brand new one, so I don't know. That's what kind it takes back in there. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to go through all the rigmarole of taking the carburetor off. I mean, it's basically the same as anything else, you know. So we'll get back at it after a while with something more interesting. This has nothing to do with fixing the golf cart, but if you want a good magnet to pick up pieces off the ground or wherever you lost them, this is out of a hard drive. Let me tell you, that is one powerful magnet now. Can't even get it to come off there, but it sure does make a good picker up. As a matter of fact, in the house there, I've got my little stub nose 38 mounted to the side of my desk with one of these magnets. I secured the magnet to the desk and the gun to that. Just a side note. That's it. Nope, nothing besides just that. We're making a little headway. Took the oil tank off. I'm not going to use that. I'll just mix the gas. I got that fuel pump on over there. Kind of an octopus, but it works. The carburetor wasn't real bad, but there was some scales in the very bottom. Otherwise, it didn't look too bad. So anyway, it's a good thing I cleaned it. This little spigot out here, that's actually an overflow. The inlet's on the other side. So now I got this is a little injector pipe here that goes into the carburetor, so I'm sure it would might suck air if I didn't plug that. So I'm going to go in the house and take one of the wife's chopsticks and cut it down and jam in this hole here. That's about the only way I can use a chopstick is use plug stuff. Alright, when I get back out, we'll see what's going on next. I got to put the shroud back on, I got to scrounge up some metric bolts. Luckily, my neighbor up the street here, he works at a Kingsford charcoal plant, and they had a bunch of German people come in to work on them machines, and they brought a big bunch of metric bolts with them, and they didn't take them back, so he got them, and then later on he gave them to me, which is that's a nice thing, because you know, anymore get half metric and half the others. Alright, that's enough of my blabbing for now. There's a little hole right here, and that's where the I doubt if you can see the light, probably blaring right on it. But anyway, a little hole right here. That's where the oil injector tube was, but I'm going to plug that up with this piece of chopstick here. I think it probably should be plugged. I don't know if it hurts anything or not, but we will anyway. Don't know if that's going to go in there or not. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't see that. Push it in really. Not working. Well, looks like it broke off in there. I guess it'll have to work. Good enough. Good enough. All right, now we'll get back to something else here. All righty, we got the air shroud back on. Fuel pump is on. It's not the way it's supposed to be, but it works that way. It's starting to get kind of dark out here, so I'm not going to test for it tonight. I got to pull off a gas tank over there and see if there's anything in there that shouldn't be. And then I got to install this little pickup tube in there. I don't know why it's like it is, but it is. It's all clear. I cleaned it out and blew through it. There was a mud dauber nest in the end of this, but it's clean now. I flushed some carburetor cleaner through it. So tomorrow that's going to go in there and some gas. We're going to try it then. So that's it for now.